So we're going to change the plans today. I wasn't going to do any rollouts today. I actually am working. I just finished praying. And that's the little thing I've done. Remember those gold coins I told you about? I guess that video went up already. I did a video. I don't remember if it's posted yet. Everything I teach gets posted. I just don't remember. I got like a list. I got to post this one. I'm working on Acts. But I did one, and I talked about gold coins that were given to me by my father. Now I had 3 left. This was the big one. And the other were 2 smaller ones, but they're still worth maybe a few hundred put together. They're gold. They were replica coins, so they were stolen. I had them all. I usually keep them hidden, but I had them all here. It's not the first time. I lost other things that my father gave me that was stolen as well. So I just noticed that now. I had them in a little pouch that a homeless person gave me about a year ago. Said, "Oh, John, I'll give this to you." And then when I got the pouch that day, it was a little bag, and a scripture came to me that to put aside money every month for the homeless, which I actually got to go take out my homeless offering today because I got paid and I didn't take it out yet. So that's the dollar bills I get. So I just realized that the 2 gold coins, I have 1 left now. You know, and I wasn't going to do any more about all the situations. My son-in-law's gun that was stolen. My daughter told me yesterday, she came here. The cops showed up and made the report, and they told my son-in-law, "Look, there's hardly any chance you're going to get your wallet and your gun back," because they did the report, and they tried to, I guess, took fingerprints. They broke into my son-in-law's truck when he was working the day before yesterday, stole his expensive gun. It's like a $500 handgun, and his wallet. And the cops told him it's a drug problem that we have, and obviously today I had a friend of mine that wrote a critical commentary of Timmons Ministries. It's a friend of mine who writes. He puts his commentary in the local Corpus Christi paper, but he's more critical than I am about street people. I'm friends with a lot of my friends on the street, but he's very negative. But the lady that runs Timmons, I won't give the name, she was upset. Supposedly her salary is $6,000, $5,000 a week. This can't be true. Maybe. But he said she felt her job was threatened. She makes a lot of money, the lady. She's retired. And some of the elements there at Timmons, yes. Some are not good, but some are struggling. I want to talk about Dirk again. Some people who have difficulty with drugs, alcohol, sometimes they steal for different reasons. Then you have others that do things, they never grow up. My friend Dirk is 60. Dirk is 60 years old. He also he gets disability his whole life, and his mother sends him money. And he's 60, but he never matured in his life. And he made a lot of enemies because even after all the stuff he got away with, and some of those other things I mentioned, if your attitude, say if you try to poison people with antifreeze, like as something like, if they're stupid enough to drink it and die, and then kind of like be that type of an attitude, that's more than just having problems with addiction. You have you have something deep in there that's very dangerous. And then if your attitude later is, well, if I got away with it, it was their fault. And oh, no. Taking life is serious. And sometimes people get, people are killed and shot instead. But to just do it out of kicks, so that you have more of like the deep-seated psychological problems. Some of that element is indeed there. So you got this one just because I just realized that the 3 gold coins I had left from my father, now I have 1. Okay? Sometimes I had a lot of friends over the years that I haven't had anybody here. None of my street friends have been here for a very long time. I've also had other friends that I don't see them anymore. Matt, I think he's in jail, but Matt, he stole a lot, Matt. He was sort of, I think, a klepto, because there were times he stole like a game, PlayStation game, from a lady that was trying to help him, who I was helping with a halfway house. He stole her son's $100 game because he was in the car. Then he traded that $100 PlayStation little portable one. He traded it at like a local store for a pack of cigarettes. They had him on video and everything. He stole from me. He's the one that more than likely stole my daughter's purse a few years back. But he just did it sort of like he couldn't help it. One time I bought 3 packs of Marlboro Black cigarettes. I just bought them. And then he knew I'd take him to my meetings. I was doing Bible studies all over, took the guys. And I just put the 3 packs of Marlboro Black in my glove compartment in the car. But I forgot to lock it. And then I was with Matt, because he'd go with me to the meetings. And then, of course, if you turn I got out of the car, we were at one of the fellowships, and he goes through everything. He stole that other lady's thing. So he took 2 packs out. Because as soon as I dropped Matt off, got back in the car, it was just me and him. He figured John won't, I knew right away he took 2 packs. But he's done things like that. I think he's in jail. And when he stole the PlayStation game, which was worth about $100, and they traded it for a pack of cigarettes. Even when they had him on video and everything, they didn't press charges because it's a person, lady that did ministry, does ministry like me. But they confronted him and said, look, we have you on video, still in denial. The victims of crime. I'm not a victim of crime, okay? I'm just upset because I didn't think I had those gold coins out just for a few days because I made the video. I usually hide them. And I've had people take things. Over the years when I had my friends here, they would, a few times, Matt took something, and when I went to my New Jersey trip, I used to have things, but I knew where everything was. And maybe people had friends over. They took a nice thing, a nice knife, or a couple of things, thinking, oh, John won't never, but I knew where everything was. So today, I just rolled this one out. I wasn't going to do a rollout. The guys that are on the streets, you're on the street. You live in this area, you're homeless. But you live in your vehicle. You're out patrolling everybody. You get a woman's son taken away from her out of spite. You report somebody to CPS and laugh about it. Like I got away with that. And then you're out with breaking the law, but yet you're out looking for everybody, see what you can find. That's like what a child does, or someone immature. I mean, you're 60. You've been living that way your whole life. There's a time limit, especially when you have multiple murder attempts. That wasn't the first. You say, no, wait a minute. We need to be off the street. I wasn't going to comment on. But that's the mindset of some, not all. And so you have more of a danger there. If you're going to kill witnesses by setting a camp on foot, wait a minute. That's nothing light. That's murderous intent. Like just if you can get away with something, which, you don't take the person's life. That's not something you play with, to poison these people. So this is just, okay? So the cops told my son-in-law basically, and they admitted, we have a huge drug problem, true, in Corpus Christi. So they did the little investigation, the gun and the wallet stolen, but basically admitted, that they were honest with them. You're not going to get it back,